Hey everyone, welcome to day 1 of your yoga challenge. I'm so glad that you're here. Today we're going to do extended child's pose. With your back straight, separate your knees to about the edge of the mat. Have your big toes come together. If you can't get your toes to touch, no worries, that's okay. We're always listening to what our bodies are telling us. Stretch your arms straight out in front of you with your palms facing down. Feel the stretch in your back, pushing your palms to the earth. Slowly push your sits bones back towards your heels. If you can't get your sits bones all the way back to your heels, that's okay. Just do the best that you can. Go as far as your body will allow you without feeling any pain. As you advance in your practice, it'll be like a gentle unraveling of your tension and progression of your flexibility and strength. Just do what feels good for your body. Now elongate the spine, creating that space, and lowering your head to the mat. Heart to earth. We will try to hold this pose for 1 minute. However, you can always rock your hips back and forth if you're so inclined. With yoga, you don't have to ever stay in one position. You can always be moving if you want. Clear your mind and focus on your breath. Let's take 3 deep breaths right now. In and out. Slowly breathe in and out. And again, in and out. You can reach your hands a little farther if that feels good, or maybe you want to release the tension from your arms. That's all right too, either way. Keep in mind that if you're uncomfortable at any time, relax your body and do what feels right to you. With our yoga practice, always remember to listen to your body. Congratulations, you did it! Day 1 is complete. If you'd like to leave a comment on how you feel after your first day of practice, please feel free to do so. Let's encourage and support one another in this journey. I want to thank each and every one of you for being here and taking a little time out of your day to be here with me and all the beautiful people practicing yoga around the world. Namaste. For today's practice, we're going to be learning cat pose. And how we're going to remember this is I want you to think of a cat arching its back and making a hissing noise. I will explain more about this and why it's important in tomorrow's practice. But for today, for this pose, cat pose, place your hands firmly on the ground, floor, or mat, whichever one you're using for your practice today. Put lots of attention on your hands here. You're going to find strength with this solid foundation. Your knees will be directly under your hip bones and press firmly on the tops of your feet. We'll round the back into cat position. You'll look through your arms towards your belly button and tuck your tail. And exhale. Chin to chest. I want you to release everything here. No tension, no stress. Just let it all go. Release any negative thoughts that might pop into your head. You can gently rock your hips back and forth. Remember to breathe and focus on your breath. Try to get as much out of the stretch as possible. However, go as far as your body wants you to go. Let's continue this pose for as long as we can. Maybe it's only for a few seconds, or maybe it's for the whole minute, maybe it's longer. It doesn't matter, it's all up to you. Awesome job, another day on this beautiful journey. Thanks so much for sharing your time with me. We'll see you tomorrow. Namaste. For today's practice, we're going to gently start in what's called the tabletop position, and then we're going to move into the cow pose. Remember yesterday when I mentioned that I would explain why arching the back and thinking of a cat hissing pose was important? The reason why is because when I first started yoga, I couldn't remember the difference between the cat pose and the cow pose. I kept getting these two poses mixed up until I figured out that the cat pose is like a cat hissing and arching its back, and then the cow pose was coming down and stretching your stomach towards the ground. Okay, for the cow pose, we're going to take our time getting into each and every pose that we do. I want you to move when your body is ready. There's no need to ever rush. Just move in a way that feels good for your body. Move like you love yourself. Start on your hands and knees in tabletop position. Make sure your knees are set directly below the hips and your wrist, elbows, and shoulders are in line and perpendicular to the floor. Hug the belly up and in so the low back doesn't arch for the tabletop pose. Center your head in a neutral position, eyes looking at the floor. There's a tendency to put our hands too close together, so be sure they're directly underneath your shoulders. Then slightly move a little bit wider to give you a stronger base. Again, your knees should be directly under your hip bones. You'll want to press the tops of your feet into the floor. Extend your head straight out. Keep in mind that it's an extension of your spine. So create this long, straight line lengthening from your tailbone to the top of your head, also known as the crown of your head. Sometimes there's a tendency to drop our head down. I want you to try and keep your head straight up and out, elongating the spine. But if you need to drop it or gently sway it back and forth, that is totally fine. Gently sway your hips back and forth if you want. Bend your elbows slightly as we move from the tabletop position into cow pose. As you inhale, lift your chest towards the ceiling, open up your heart, and allow your belly to sink towards the floor. Lift your head to look up. If you can't arch your back this far, that's okay. Just stretch to the point where it's comfortable for you. We're warming up our body, and this pose brings flexibility to the spine. Congratulations on completing your yoga practice for today. And as you return to your morning, midday, or evening, whatever time of day it is for you right now, may you find peace in your mind, body, and soul. I want to thank you for being here and sharing your time with me. We'll see you tomorrow. Namaste. Hey everyone, welcome to today's yoga practice. Thank you so much for being here. Congratulations for being here another day, yay! And we're going to learn the camel pose. We're going to start by coming into a kneeling position. Your knees will be about hip distance apart. You can either place your hands on your lower back or have your arms drop with the fingers pointing downwards as in the video. Press the shins and the top of the feet into the ground. Slowly bend backwards, raising your chest and lengthening your spine, and open up your heart. Slowly bend slightly as far as you can go. There's no need to rush, just take your time. Stretch, stretch, stretch. See if you can go just a little bit farther. Try to keep your neck long and relax your face and release your jaw. We'll hold this pose for 1 minute. Keep in mind if you can only do like 10 seconds or 15 seconds, that's totally fine. Just hold it as long as you can. We're always listening to our body and what feels good to our body. If this pose is too much for you, you can always go into extended child's pose, cat or your cow pose or tabletop pose, whatever one feels comfortable for you. Yay, another day is completed. Really glad that you're sticking with your yoga practice. Thank you so much for sharing yourself and your time with me today. Give yourself the love that you deserve today, and I'm looking forward to seeing you tomorrow. Namaste. The plan for today is we're going to start on our 5th day pose and then repeat day 1, 2, 3, and 4. And you can do as many poses as you want, or you can just do the one. You can do the 5th day pose if that's what works for you. All right, let's get into today's practice. Yay, downward facing dog. This is one of my most favorite poses. When I started downward dog, I fell in love with yoga. Okay, we'll start on all fours in tabletop position. Reach slightly out and place your hands firmly on your mat, creating a strong foundation. With control, you're going to curl your toes under. Inhale, pressing into every part of your hands equally, and gently lift your knees off the mat. Raise your hips and tailbone straight up into the air. Slowly bend your knees one at a time, just pedaling it out. If you can and it feels comfortable, have your shoulders relax away from your ears. And be sure you're breathing here. If right now you're up on just your tiptoes and you can't place your feet all the way to the earth, don't worry. Have your feet as flat as they can go to the mat as possible. However, be really careful to not overstretch. You'll want to be careful to not overstretch your ankles, hamstrings, and calves. Just go as far as your feet and your ankles will allow you without putting too much strain on them. Do what feels comfortable for you. Keep moving or be still, your choice. Clear your mind and remember to breathe. You can also bend your knees as much as you need. You can have a slight bend, or if you need to bend them further, go ahead and do that. Have your heels descend a little more to lengthen the hamstrings. And feel your spine and the skin on your back being stretched. Relax your head. If you want, you can shake it back and forth and relax your jaw. Now we're moving on and we're going to go into our first poses that we've done so far. Feel free to do these at your own pace and in any order that you like. I've included some meditation music for you to be able to get in your zone, whatever that zone is for you. Today, maybe you want to reflect on the positive things that are going right in your day. Maybe you want to send love and light and healing energy to someone you love. Maybe you just want to clear your mind completely. Here's how it's going to work. After 1 minute, you're going to hear a chime to let you know when it's time to switch into your next position. This yoga practice is designed to nurture your body. It's a wonderful journey discovering yoga, and especially if you're here for your very first time. Thank you again, everyone, for just being here and showing up on your mat today. From my awesomeness to your awesomeness. Namaste. Thank you all for being here today, for showing up to your mat. Today we'll start by stretching our legs outward. Slowly fold down over your legs. Your knees can be slightly bent here, and go ahead and bend them generously if you need to. Take a deep breath in, and with your exhale, allow yourself to go just a little bit farther. Just melt into your legs. Let your mind be free of any worry. Just be here right now, living in the moment. Take just a moment longer here to do absolutely nothing. Just be here in stillness for one more minute. Clear your mind and reflect on your day. Whether you're just starting your day or you're just ending your day, just take a moment to reflect on all the good things that are going to happen or that have already happened for the day. I look forward to seeing you all tomorrow. Namaste. For today's pose, we'll meet in downward facing dog. Inhale, lift forward to plank position. With your fingers wide, press up and out from the palms, giving you a nice firm base. With your shoulders directly over your wrist, slowly inhale and exhale. Your shoulders should be out and away from the ears. Keep the navel drawing back inward towards the spine. You can always drop your knees to the mat if you need to at any time. I want you to think of your head and your neck as an extension of the spine. So lift your head, creating this long, nice space. And hold. Remember to breathe. Allow yourself to be here and have a relaxed mind. Now soften your face. Thank you for sharing your valuable time with me, from my peaceful setting to your peaceful setting. Namaste. Hello, my darling friends, and welcome. I couldn't be more excited to continue on this journey with you. Let's get into plank pose by bringing the lower body close to the ground and stretching the upper torso. Balance on the toes and the palms, straightening the arms out completely, building a strong foundation. Take a few deep breaths here and stay focused on the strength at the core. Now take a deep breath and slowly lower your entire body. Bring the body parallel to the floor, looking down at the floor while you're stretching your upper torso forward. Make sure the weight of your body is at the core and not on the shoulders or on the wrists. And drawing that navel into the spine. You want to try and keep the elbows close to your body, moving the chest closer to the floor, Keep the chin and the forehead in line with the shoulders. The tendency is to drop the neck here. You'll want to keep your neck elongated. Tighten your calves, hamstrings, and quadriceps, balancing the lower body on the toes. Once the body is aligned and you feel comfortable, let's try and remain here for as long as we can. And if you fall, don't worry, we've got you. We'll catch you. We're all here to support one another and help one another out in this journey. Stay focused on your core. You're almost there. Hang on as long as you can. Take one more last deep breath. Again, the longest deep breath you've taken all day. Whew, we did it. I want to inspire each and every one of you to be the best version of yourself. We're all here to encourage and inspire one another. If you have any positive comments to help each other keep going on this journey, please feel free to inspire others by sharing them with the rest of the class. I love you all so much. Thank you for taking the time for yourself today and for being here. Let's continue to support each other on this journey. See you all tomorrow. Namaste. Hey everybody, welcome. This is it. This is the final day. 30 days. You made it. I made it. We all made it. Yay! So excited. So again, thank you all for being here and spending your valuable time with me. It's very much appreciated. Let's dive into this last pose here. From your low lunge with your left leg bent over your ankle, lift your right leg. And there's an option to put your knee here on the ground if you need to. Rotate your torso to the left. Exhale and rotate a little more, raising your left arm and your hand straight up. Your left foot should be firmly planted on the ground. Inhale lots of love in. Exhale lots of love out. Find stillness here as we have another cycle of breath. And let's switch to the other side. I want to thank you all for being here from the bottom of my heart. I really appreciate you sharing your time with me, and I love yoga and I love all of you, and thank you for being here and inspiring me and encouraging me, and hopefully by taking this yoga course you've started on your journey to being a happier, healthier you, and that's the most important thing. Thank you all again for the great comments and the positive, inspirational feedback. As a young instructor, I'm finding my path too, and I'm really glad I get to be a part of this experience. So thank you all, and we'll see you down the road, hopefully. Namaste. I'm truly honored to be your guide for your yoga pose today. I will lead the way with honor. Starting on our backs today, we're going to gently hug our knees up to our chest. Slowly relax and twist to one side or another. It really doesn't matter which way you go first, whichever way feels comfortable. Just do what feels right for you. And we're going to just lay here for a minute and let go. Let go of anything you might be bringing to the mat with you today. And breathe. Now let's take a moment and move to the other side. If it feels right, go ahead and try to get your shoulder to touch the floor and stretch your arm all the way out. If you can't get your shoulder to go all the way to the mat, don't worry about it. Just do what feels right for your body and know that that's exactly where you're supposed to be right now. I want you to just take a moment to think about why you're here today. And maybe you don't even really know why, and that's okay. I'm glad you're here, but ask yourself, why is this important for you? I want to thank you for your continuing support on this journey with me. From my home to yours. Namaste. For today's pose, we'll come into a squatting position. Bend your knees as far as you can go. If your heels don't touch the floor, know that that's okay. Allow your body to go as far as it'll allow you to go. You can always use a blanket or a small pillow under your feet to help support your body. Or a yoga block. If you have a yoga block, use that. Separate your thighs slightly wider than your torso. Exhaling, leaning your torso forward and fit it between your thighs, building this strong foundation. Now have your palms come together at your heart space. It's so important when we do yoga that we're remembering to always breathe. So take some long breaths right now and hold this pose the best that you can. If you can only hold this pose for 5 seconds, or maybe it's 10 seconds, that's okay. Some of you may be able to hold it for 30 seconds or a full minute, and that's the goal here, is to try and be able to hold it for a full minute. Just know that next time you try this pose, you'll be stronger and you'll be able to hold it 2 more seconds or 5 more seconds or maybe the full minute. Every single day you're getting stronger. I'm here for you, and I thank you for being here for me too. Love you all. Namaste. For today's pose, what we'll do is we'll do what's called bridge pose. Bend your knees, draw your feet towards your hips, keeping the soles of your feet flat on the ground. we'll tuck our chin towards our chest and lengthen our neck. Place your palms face down on the mat to help give you support. With a flat back, draw your navel into the spine. Exhale as we press into all four corners of your feet. Toes should be pointed forwards. As we do this pose, pretend that there's an imaginary block in between your knees. Go ahead and squeeze your knees into it. If you're feeling comfortable and you want to challenge yourself, go ahead and walk your shoulders downward towards your feet, giving an even deeper stretch. Only do this if it feels right for your body. Keep in mind you're your best teacher. Now interlock your hands together. We're only here for a few more seconds. Take a deep breath in and a big breath out. Release. And another deep breath in and out. Thank you all for being here again with me today. I want you to keep in mind that you're not alone. There are people practicing yoga all over the world at the same time as you, and we're here all in this together to support one another. See you tomorrow. Namaste. For today's yoga practice, I want you to find stillness. Calm your mind. Find comfort in knowing that we are all in this beautiful journey together. This pose is perfect for you to find stillness. This pose is also great if you have any tummy issues. For now, I want you to lay on your back and hug your knees gently into your chest. Maybe you want to bring one knee up to your chest at a time, or maybe you want to lift both knees at the same time. When we do this, we do it mindfully and with control. Just take your time getting there. While we're in this position, I want you to let go. Let go of whatever it is that you're bringing to the mat today. Find stillness in your mind and stillness in your body. Take a couple deep breaths and let go of everything. Today, just release any worry or tension that you're feeling. Soften your eyes and relax your jaw. And remember to breathe. Take a deep breath in and a deep breath out. Just let all your worries melt away. Before we sign off today, allow yourself to take one final moment for yourself. Just observe how you feel. Find stillness today, whether you're just going to bed or if you're just starting your day. Allow your mind to be still. And if you catch yourself overthinking, remember this yoga practice can help quiet your mind. Find stillness today. Love you all. We'll see you tomorrow. Namaste. Hey everyone, welcome to today's yoga practice. I'm so glad that you're here with me today. Let's open up our minds and our hearts. Let go of everything that you might be bringing to the mat today. Let's place our elbows onto the mat. Find an upward current of energy in front of the body and grounding through the back of the body. Try to push your shoulder blades together and imagine you're trying to squeeze a wooden dowel or a pencil in between your shoulder blades, opening up your heart. Lengthen down to the core of the earth. Find engagement in the inner thighs. Press firmly into the tops of the feet. You can either elongate the neck, having your head be straight out in line with your spine, or you can release your head and let it hang, maybe even swaying your head gently back and forth. Take a deep breath in and a long breath out. See if you can go a little bit farther by laying all the way down. We'll only be here for a few seconds. Today, as you venture out on your day, be honest with yourself, with where you're at, and know wherever you are that it's okay. Namaste. Today, let's unite our mind, body, and soul. The best way to connect with your mind, body, and soul, your spirit, your essence, is by really paying attention to your breath. Let's spend some time during this yoga practice to really connect with the breath as we do these side body stretches. Let's start by gently taking our time and slowly bending to the right. If there's something that you brought with you today, recognize and honor that. Know that it's okay to let go of everything that's holding you back. Remember to breathe in and breathe out. Let's take it to the left side. And if you went left last time, go right. No worries, either way works. We've got you. Again, take a couple big deep breaths in and a deep breath out. One more, in and out. See if you can find a little inner smile today. Be happy and proud of yourself for showing up today. Your body is a temple that's valuable. Respect it and know that every time you show up on your mat, floor, ground, wherever it is that you're practicing, that you are taking care of yourself. Be proud of yourself today and every day. We'll see y'all tomorrow. Go in peace today. Namaste. Thanks everyone for showing up today and taking time for yourself. Today I'll invite you to let go. Let go of any stress that you might have. Release any tension in your body today before we begin. Just take a couple of really deep breaths. We'll start today's practice by standing straight with our feet firmly on the ground, pressing into all four corners of the feet. Place your palms together at your heart. Feel the energy coming up through the earth throughout your whole body. Slowly bend forward, going as far as your body will allow you to go. Let your hands either touch your knees, or if you can go all the way to the floor, go all the way to the floor. Just know that wherever you're at, again, I keep repeating myself, but this is really important to know that wherever you're at is where you're supposed to be. You can also grab your ankles if you want to get a little bit deeper stretch. Or if it feels comfortable for you, cross your arms together and let your upper body just hang there. Find what feels good for you. Today, while we're holding this pose, I want you to think about being kind to yourself. Whatever your mind is saying right now, let it go. Your mind might be saying, this is farther than I should really be going. Just try to let go of your thoughts. Be okay with where you're at. Release any negative thoughts that you might be having. Let's slowly roll up. Thank you for sharing your time and your amazing energy with all the people who showed up today. Namaste. This is a great pose for you to just rest and find peace, whatever that means to you. We're going to lay flat on our backs for corpse pose. Tilt your pelvic up and find the length in your spine. Find length throughout your spine and neck. Draw the navel in. Your yoga mat will have your back here. Rest your arms out to the side with your palms facing up, allowing yourself to just melt into the earth. Relax your mind, body, and spirit. Go ahead and soften every part of your body. Release any tension from the forehead, eyes, or jaw. Relax your shoulders, and if you feel any tightness in your ankles, let that go too. Take some long, deep breaths in and out here. Let's just rest here for 1 minute and reflect on gratitude. What are you grateful for? Today on our journey, wherever you are, just waking up or going to bed, think about what you're grateful for. Hold those images in your head as you fall asleep or as you go through your day today. I'm so grateful that we get to share this time together every day. From my awesomeness to your awesomeness, Namaste. I want to welcome you to today's yoga pose. Let's start by lying on our backs and checking in with our breath. We'll want to make sure our core is engaged and the lower back is pressed into the ground, drawing the navel into the spine. Inhale and stretch your arms overhead. Find a nice space between the head and the shoulders. Lift your feet slightly off the floor. Try to keep activation in your core. Hold, hold, hold. Invite a deep breath in and a deep breath out. You got this. And if you fall, don't worry, we'll catch you. Learning to fall is all part of yoga. Just know that it's okay to fall. When we fall, we get back up and we keep trying. We're all here to support, encourage, and inspire one another. If you want to be a part of the universal community, go ahead and leave an inspiring comment. Please keep in mind that this is a complaint-free zone. We're always trying to support and love one another. Love you all. Keep up the good work. Namaste. I'm so excited about today's pose. Sometimes you'll hear people refer to this pose as the Superman or Superwoman pose. Or a superhero pose. During this pose, you might feel like you can fly. It can be a reminder that we can do anything if we set our mind to it. Let go of whatever you're bringing to the mat and feel powerful today. Let's start by lying on our bellies. Engage your lower belly and inhale, lifting from your core, raising your arms and feet. Go ahead and stretch your arms straight out in front of you. Soften your gaze and relax your jaw. Relax your shoulders. This pose is great for strengthening the back. Now give your glutes a good squeeze. Once again, imagine that block between your thighs, and you can squeeze it as tightly as you can. You can also put your legs firmly together, whichever feels best for you and your body. And remember to breathe. Breathe, breathe, breathe. We're here for a few more seconds. You got this. Go in peace and be well, my friends. Love you all. See you tomorrow. Namaste. With yoga, always remember to just be taking your time to get into each pose as you practice. There's never any need to rush, so always just be mindful of how you're moving and take your time. Take your time getting into each pose. So for today's pose, we're going to start by lying flat on our back with our legs and arms extended at the side. I'm going to snuggle my shoulders into my heart space, drawing your shoulder blades together to kiss. You should feel an active opening in your chest. Inhale using the abdominal muscles to lift your legs and hips, creating this 90-degree angle. Exhale, lift the torso perpendicular to the floor, slowly lowering the toes to the floor overhead with legs fully extended. Let's stay here for as long as we can, remembering to breathe in and breathe out, focusing on the breath. I want to thank you for sharing yourself and your time with all the beautiful people practicing yoga around the world right now. Namaste. Today, we'll focus on balance. Keep in mind that anytime, if a pose is too much for you, you can always adjust or use any other of the previous poses we've done. Trust yourself and trust that your body knows what feels good. From a seated position, bring the bottoms of the feet together in towards the hips with the knees bent out to the sides. Raise your arms slowly over your head. Inhale and slowly lean back to lift the feet an inch or two off the ground. Focus on your breath. You're here for just a little longer. Hang on, hang on, hang on. Take a second to notice how you feel today. Take a deep breath in and a long breath out. Thank you all again for being here, and I'm looking forward to seeing you all tomorrow. Namaste. Welcome everyone to today's yoga pose. Yay, we're getting to the very end here. It's very exciting. Only a few more days to our 30-day challenge. Okay, let's start by planting our feet firmly on the ground. From prayer pose, move into your forward fold. On your next inhale, slowly roll up. Reaching your arms up to the sky and extending them slightly angled out. Stretch every bone in your body. Now slightly bend backwards. Finding your breath, relax your shoulders. Coming from your core, find your center. Today, take a moment to feel strong, feel empowered, feel alive. Namaste. Today, we're going to do a pose where we feel like we're flying again. Starting in a standing position, spread out the toes of your right foot. Straighten your right knee and start to shift the weight into your right foot. Lift the leg back into airplane pose with your back, neck, and head in one straight line. Forward fold from the hips. Fix your gaze on the floor in front of you and focus. Pull the crown of your head forward. This particular pose is a pose that most of us have to work up to, so just do the best that you can. Try to keep your hips square to the mat. Remember to focus on your breath, taking deep breaths in and deep breaths out. Keeping the core engaged. Now let's switch to the other leg. As we do this pose, just trust yourself. Trust yourself to know when it's okay to stop. Just do what you can and what feels good for your body. Thanks everybody again for showing up today. All of us practicing together, it's a beautiful thing. Know that you are beautiful inside and out. Go out today and shine. Spread your love and light wherever you go. Namaste. Welcome everybody to today's yoga pose. Again, we're nearing the end. I'm so excited. I'm so excited that you've made it this far. Standing firm on your right foot, inhale and raise your left leg and grab the sole of your foot. Straighten and or bend the leg and continue to hold this pose. Welcome the heat here. There's going to be a lot of heat. Welcome it. You'll want to keep your hips squared and gaze forward. Again, if you fall, we got you. We'll catch you. Okay, we're here for 3, 2, 1. Let's switch legs. Do the best that you can here to hold this pose for a whole minute. And if it's 10 seconds, it's 10 seconds. If it's 20 seconds, it's 20 seconds. Do the best that you can. I want to thank you all for being here. Again, I'm so honored to be your yoga instructor, and I'm thankful. I'm thankful for you all, and you inspire me too. So thank you for being here. And tomorrow's our big day. Tomorrow's the very final day of this beginner 30-day yoga challenge. We'll see you tomorrow. Namaste.